An Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White.
Jamal White's father has spoken out to defend his action in this new footage that has been released in the kidnapping of his 7-year-old son. Now, yesterday, there was a new angle that was released in the kidnapping of 7-year-old Jamal White, who was taken in broad daylight in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, there are still a lot of unanswered questions, like how a young boy could be kidnapped while his father was right there. Some people online are speculating that this new footage might show Jamal's uncle, who is his father.
The brother was not arrested at the house in which they found the boy. He was arrested at the house where they kidnapped him from. Look up his charges. He is not involved in kidnapping. He was an angry and so I think this is from earlier when they said that the brother was just arrested for shooting at that car with like a father and a kid in it that was helping him look for him, but he just shot at him. But he said he feared and he was angry, but he didn't even hit the car at all, which means he could have hit anybody. It could have just went anywhere. But I think, this is earlier. We're going to go from this to catching up to on now.
There's twin brother being involved, but police haven't confirmed that. Now listen closely to this news clip because you'll hear where Jamal's aunt speaks about what the family currently knows, and you'll also hear where Jamal White is currently at.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway.
So he set the father set the little boy up to be outside. Hey, you ride your bike. I'm going to follow you. So then when he parked the car, he already back there. He got a reason to just, that don't make no sense. Because you think most people, if they really wanted to rob him, let's say they didn't want to shoot him, that's why they didn't kill him, right? They just wanted to rob him. If you take the little boy, put the gun to it, open his door, we want the money, everything in there, throw it out, or he get it, whatever it is, I ain't a criminal, then he probably give it up, right? That's his kid. But for the robbers to take a kid and just put him in the car, that looked like he turns out he was the main target. But even from the video, they grab him. He ain't trying to break down the door. He ain't trying to catch the dad. He just grabbed the son. Now you go from fraudsters or gangsters to kidnappers.
People got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man.
Look. He tried following him. No, he didn't. He went to that step and went back. He didn't even rush him. He wouldn't even have time to close that door probably if he really was trying to get to him.
To the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car.
Oh, he ran in and closed the door. They taking him. So then you got witnesses. Now you could tell the police, I seen it, they seen it. If dude was behind me, they took him. And then they got their, it's like they felt like they could be recorded. So then they did everything, but it just didn't work out. The police did their job, like they said.
That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. A boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Hey, he back. That's the out of all this thing, forget his mama, his daddy, his uncles. This little boy is back. He gonna have a hell of a story. My mom, dad, and uncle tried to set me up. Because if you don't know, at the end of this, the mom was arrested. That's why I'm even doing this. The mom and the brother was arrested on charges.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him
So
soon.
you just heard in that news clip that police do have a 25-year-old suspect in custody for the kidnapping of 7-year-old Jamal White. However, they believe there are more people involved. You also heard that Jamal is currently in the care of Child Protective Services. He's not with his mother or father right now because of the circumstances surrounding this kidnapping, which are still under investigation. Now, once this news clip started circulating online, Jamal's father immediately faced backlash and he has since responded. But before we get into that, if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, be sure to check it out. In that video, I covered that 3 men were arrested. Okay, now the news article reported that 3 men were arrested at the address connected to Jamal's kidnapping. Naturally, people assumed all 3 men were arrested as part of the kidnapping of 7-year-old Jamal White. But if you read the article closely, it actually says that one of the men arrested at the home is being held on tentative charges of resisting and obstructing, and another is being held on a tentative charge of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. Both of these men are 27 years old. Now, people quickly jump.
I wonder if it's hard to call it kidnapping because he was never I guess technically he was never in any danger. Like, it's more like maybe their lawyers can go like it was fraud. They were trying to defraud the community or whatever, attempt to commit fraud with a GoFundMe or something, or get money because he's missing. But they wasn't going to kill him, and it was his parents, so you got to assume like all of them wasn't going to do anything. They was going to let him go. I think they should almost be charged like it's parent napping, or the moment y'all decided to hatch this plan, y'all no longer had his safety in mind. This is severe neglect. Anything could have went wrong. A gun could have went off. He could have been carrying him or running after him, fell, tripped, boom, a gunshot went off. Anything. Somebody could have died at the car his uncle was shooting at because he pretended to be mad.
To the conclusion that these 2 were involved in the kidnapping. But here's where it gets interesting. One of the 3 men who were arrested turns out to be Jamal White's uncle, who is his father's twin brother. Now, exactly where Jamal's uncle was arrested is still unclear. Some people say he was inside the home. Others say he arrived at the scene when the family showed up. If you haven't checked out the video from yesterday, you can watch it because there's footage of the community activists going to the home and it shows the scene. Now, I uploaded that video yesterday. Now, police have still not cleared any of this up, but Jamal's White father did speak out. Okay, so this is taken directly from...
I forgot his name was Jamal White. I'm like, why are you saying the race of his father? In my head, I just thought Jamal's white daddy. Like, what does it matter? Jamal White.
Jamal's White father, his social media account, okay? So what he did first was he shared the mugshot of his twin brother. Now, keep in mind, this is public information, so I'm not showing anything that should not be shown.
Who said free him? Y'all could be crazy out there with free this. Motherfucker go to jail for 30 murders talking about free him.
On YouTube. He shared his twin brother's mugshot and he said, free top. So this was his post that he shared. Now, next, he made a status and what he stated was, y'all foul, painting them crazy narratives, even the police treating me like I'm the bad guy. As long as my baby's straight, all that ever mattered, I still ain't seen my baby face to face. The police locked me up all day Saturday, questioning me, even when I told them everything I knew, all while my baby was still missing. Free top. I don't owe nobody nothing but baby J. So he's referring to his son. He made this status immediately after he made the status saying free his brother. Now he followed that up, and this was due to the scrutiny that he was getting. He was getting a lot of backlash after that new angle was released, because the angle is showing that he took off running. So what he said was, yeah, I did. I'm thinking they trying to rob me, not take my baby. Y'all slow. We both alive. And my baby tried to get away like I taught him.
That was weird. I seen that when he said, like I told him, that's weird. Like, who having these conversations with their son? Run if somebody come after you. That's weird. Now, if you just said, like, I almost believe it, like, if you some type of drug dealer or something, whatever, you think they coming for you, or they some scammers, like they all had like the Owl Prophet name, and I seen some other things about the mother on social media and stuff, and all these people and scammers that could be like enemy of the dad. It's like, yeah, maybe he thought they was. Maybe he thought, I could see that if it's some kids, you like, you run that way, I'm gonna run this way, because they might shoot at me. Like if you split up, maybe they'll chase you and not your son. You thinking like they're gonna kidnap somebody? Usually not. But when he say like I taught him, that's like, you thought about that too hard, and you are not enough, because that sounds weird as hell.
At us the whole time. Obviously, I did right by my baby. I did right, my baby safe. Now, after this, he followed up with another status, and what he said was, first, I set it up. Then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know, messed up. Y'all ain't got to tell me. My son good, though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all, but I won with my kid. Remember this, the internet. Now, after this, there were a lot of comments, and
bro, you ran in the house and slammed the door. Literally, that's what I said. You wouldn't be my baby daddy no more. That's for damn sure, buddy. What that means? You gonna kill him? You know how fast I would have hopped in my car, bro, and chased some shit down. Yeah. He hit the back of his car. He didn't even get in and be on a pursuit. Fuck it if the cops on us, because we need them. I'd be like, woo, yep, okay, we ran 2 red lights. The cops on us, that's good. Calling the dispatch, yo, the cops behind us. It's 2 cars. Yeah, I'm chasing that white Jeep. He got my son in it. I'll stop, but make sure one of these cops go past me and stop that Jeep. Whatever.
He started responding to some of the comments that people were leaving. So let's get into that. He replied to a comment about
hold on, I gotta stop. Always a bad sign. Whenever you see these body cams and you watching these crime things, and they start replying back to the comments and saying stuff and social media, making other videos, I'm innocent, man. They probably did it.
His brother, and he said, my brother locked up on a shooting, MF spinning the block multiple times with tents, and my baby just got kidnapped, and my granny stay there. You ain't see, I ain't have a weapon to protect my baby or myself, and we both survived. God planned, y'all all evil. Okay, so this was in regards to someone wanting to know why his brother was locked up. And according to him, this is the reason that he said, my brother's locked up on a shooting, people spinning the block multiple times with tents.
I had heard that too.
Why he is saying that his brother is locked up. So then someone leaves a comment and they just tell him, you were never in danger. If someone really wanted to harm you, they would have did it while he was running in the door. And they said, why would they want to babysit your kid for when they have you right there? Then he replies and he says, how would I know who is, really seeking to harm him? He said, the internet is mad because his son is here. And then he goes on, someone leaves a comment and he replies to them and he says, my baby is straight. You worried about me, worry about the baby. All y'all foul. He said, forget all y'all. Then he goes on and he leaves some other comment and he says, forget y'all on bro. Free my brother, y'all wrong. And then he says, us surviving not enough, huh? Y'all wanted the dad to be unalived. Huh? Hell no. The daddy still get to see his baby. So this is how he responded to the backlash that he was receiving. Someone stated, it's the fact that even after they grabbed him, you ain't go after them. The car was right there for you to hop in. I'm not waiting on no police, and I just witnessed my son being kidnapped.
Facts.
And then from there, someone also left a comment and shared their perspective. They said, I'm glad you got your son back, but from one father to the next time this happens, you have to do anything that you need to do to protect your son. He said, we as men are these little ones protectors in the best cases and the worst cases. I ain't bashing your decision, but this is an eye-opener in all forms. Now, keep in mind, his family was also seeing these comments that were being left in the backlash, and they defended him. So this person here, you'll see, they stated that before, when Jamal White was reported to be kidnapped, they made a status and they said, if anyone see my nephew, please contact myself, his mama or daddy. Please, God, I am crying out to you. Mm-hmm. Then they made a status and they tagged Jamal's White, his dad, and what they stated was, we gonna ride this stuff out, baby brother. So this is his sister. Now, what his sister, she made a status and she said, everyone is talking about what they would have done if they were in that situation. And she said, it's crazy for her looking at all of the assumptions that is being made about her brother. And she wants everyone to refocus their time and effort on their situation and not her brother's. So his father also made a status. Now, the status that the father made, and you'll see here's a picture of him and his father. Well, him and his father with his brother when they were.
Wait a minute. She paraphrased that. Hold on. UH is saying what you'll do about yours, y'all kids, but you let them N-words embarrass you in front of them little MFers. Keep stuffing them kids with melatonin so that N-word can come over, pat the kids on the head, and leave you with a wet ass and a soft N-word. You ain't even dying about y'all dead ass homies. Y'all keep posting and whining about it. Yet alone taking care of them little MFers. Wish I coulda, woulda ass MFers. This S is actually crazy looking at all the assumptions. Yeah, I had to read that because she paraphrased it a little too much. It got a little more pizzazz in the original way.
His father also, well, him and his father with his brother when they were younger. Because again, he's a twin. Now
the son looked like his grandpa.
Father makes a status. And he made this post 2 days ago, but what his father said was, Milwaukee has a bad reputation, but get rid of it. Because today I watched the whole city and beyond pray my grandson back into our family on both sides. Each person was a lit match. Combined, God saw all that light along with prayers all over the world because of tragedy. That light made God move, and I have my grandson to wrestle with again. People prevent pain when they are united.
Damn, how does man feel that he know both of his sons did this? Like, they're going to have to be like, we wasn't going to hurt them, we promised. They must have been bad on their luck. They needed rent money. They had a 5-day notice. This must have been bad. How much money they think they were going to get? How much money you need to help find a little kid? He don't need no emergency expenses. It's what you need money. You gonna buy flashlights? You need $500 worth of flashlights?
Then he goes on and he follows this post up and he says, I see my son asleep at 5 a.m. Thank God he got some rest. I go downstairs and I come back up and the police got him that fast for questioning. My son comes home about an hour ago, rushing and packing. We hug and we have a short talk and he says, Dad, they didn't feed me all day. Anyway, this man starts getting clothes and rushes to pick up the mother of his second child from her job. He says, I never had extra money to give my kids, so I gave them how to love your children and to handle your responsibilities as a man. He says he tells his son, he says, you got this and everything else. Peace, bro. So,
you taught him how to be a man, and then you felt he was a little short on that. It didn't work, my guy.
So this was his father that was just trying to uplift him in light of everything else that was going on. Now, remember, there was the aunt who was on the news and she makes a post. Now, someone shares a status and what they said, someone makes a post and she reshares it. And what they say is unpopular opinion. You can say all day and night what you would have done in any situation.
In any situation you never been in, but that's all irrelevant. That's only speculation after the fact. That S went down in a few seconds. Besides that, most of you N-words talking like superheroes probably never been on the opposite end of I think that's a gun. The video wasn't a good look, and I do feel for the child. But let's be honest, if two ninjas block you in your driveway, excuse me, and hop out on you with blicks, you not gonna think they coming to kidnap your child. I agree. I don't know about see, I ain't a criminal. So if I thought that somebody was gonna do something, like, anyway, hey, you carry a gun, pull it out, bang, bang, bang. As soon as they would have been followed, you pulled over. Soon as, like, I'm so suspicious that as soon as we stopped and I turned in the driveway and this car been following me and they stopped too, man, up that fucking thing. Or backed out the driveway. Or called my son's name, rolled down the window. Hey, yo, what up? Whatever your name is. Yo, Tyrone, Jamal, get in the car, hurry up. Whatever it is. Or back my car up into their asses. It would have been something. Nah, we ain't. Nah. And if they coming to kill you, you would know that, right? Like, you would know I'm into this life, gang life, whatever. Most people ain't getting robbed like that, bro. They like, and they ain't do nothing. It's just unpopular opinion.
Situation you've never been in, but that's all irrelevant. That's only most of you men kidnap your child. You're probably going to think that they're trying to rob you and gonna let your kid, run. You also could be running in the house to grab a weapon to protect yourself and your child.
That's true.
Now, his sister reshares this and she says, like, you couldn't have worded it any better. To do that in broad daylight, they didn't care. I pray none of y'all ever really know the feeling.
Look, they're not even in a rush. They're not even in a rush. They're like, let's not get stopped by the cops. Oh, he was calling out for his dad like that? You hear that? He was in fear. And his uncle sitting there knowing it's him, like, come here, little motherfucker. What if he outran them? The whole neighborhood heard this little boy yelling, "Daddy." How can, come on. Go rob a bank.
Granny said I live my life wrong. Down in the bitch on the drugs, I can face it. Wrapped up in the couch, need to find a better placement. Hey, let me in your world, baby. Tell me when you ready. Ain't been around when the blick, so I've been paranoid heavy. Grown man business when you stepping on that fatty. Think I'm locking in them bars, I might whip out a machete. 785, this bitch want the whole package. I'm just trying to catch my hands, got me gliding up in traffic. Bro, just pro gunners, SRT, I'm stabbing. 30 G's tired in the night I've been having. Plenty.
Don't it look like I got ribs on my arm? Right there?
Fruit roll-ups.
You know, a picture of your skeleton ribs?
I know you're talking about that drink. The twisted. Where's the mom? Oh, that's her. All right, so I think it was an update. That's the mom, but I seen something right here I had open. I ain't watch it. Oh, no, not that. Hold on, let me see. Jamal White mother. Can we watch this? I'm trying to watch one that's... Let's just watch this.
Now, maybe you've been living under a rock. I don't know, maybe not. But this, a gun at a father and son who were searching for Jamal White, and he ended up hitting an unoccupied car in a tree. So that's what he's charged for. He has 2 felonies related to on unrelated charges. We just need them behind bars. Y'all know each other. They also know this is a criminal organization. Let's go ahead and sweep up everybody off the streets on related charges to whatever they got going on, and we'll be able to charge them further down the line.
Yeah, they all on IG, and all the IG names are the same. It's like whatever little thing, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like these GDs and BDs, like they all put the name, Get Money, Bandman Kevo, Bandman Sam, Bandman Jamal, but like they all got the same names on Instagram. They're a gang.
We just need them behind bars. Arrested, they gonna have to be in their face and charges. Child, man. Now, you knew who the people were. You knew that they was even gonna come snatch little buddy up. You knew this.
Yep.
You still chose to play it how you played it. Now, I think all y'all didn't think that this was gonna go as far as it did, but none of y'all were smart enough to realize there's a camera on every house. Everybody got a doorbell.
You realize the police, that white Jeep is so noticeable. All the police did was check every ATM, every bank, every McDonald's, every Popeyes. They just, oh, there you go. There you go. And they followed that motherfucking car all the way till they couldn't follow it no more. Right back to the house probably. And then they probably see whose cell phone was pinging. Okay, look, I noticed this same cell phone pinging from every spot we see this Jeep go to. Boom, there's these 3 guys. Oh, they connected to the brother. Oh, boom. Come on.
Camera these days. So 9 times out of 10, you pulling up to a residential spot trying to do some street stuff. It's not going to play out in the streets. It's going to play out in the court system. Y'all all look goofy as hell right now. All y'all look goofy as hell right now. This is not going to play out how y'all thought it was.
It's so weird. This is exactly what you tell kids. This is exactly what I tell these kids. You gotta think, not just, oh, I want some money. Let's do this. Yeah, get a GoFundMe real quick. Like we're in the hood. They ain't gonna even care about us. A 7-year-old boy went missing. They ain't gonna even care enough. But we can put a GoFundMe, a little cute little face, and his mom ain't say nothing. Like she was like, she can't keep a straight face, or she supposed to be crying. So when you see her on camera and she ain't crying or nothing, people gonna be obvious. So like she went ahead and just like stayed in the dark.
What's about to happen is they about to sweep up everybody in this case. This little boy gonna end up in CPS custody, and I don't think y'all gonna ever get him back. I think what y'all just did was a very big mistake.
Neglect at the least is a neglect. Like they say, okay, he wasn't gonna harm the boy, or they got text messages, or we're gonna do this, and we're gonna keep him for this day. He's giving back. We don't want him to fucking die. Then he don't get no money because you really gotta pay for a funeral. Like, and then I guess they don't show him his face or use his voice, so he don't know that it's the uncle, I guess. It's like, they didn't think of it. They didn't process it fully.
And all y'all about to pay for it. Trust me and believe me. All y'all finna pay for this.
Facts.
And you finally realize your daddy really don't rock with you like that. And that's sad to say. As a black man, that's sad to say. We all witnessed you, bro. You don't rock with your kid. Anyway,
Damn, so if you're the mother, if you're the grandma or the grandpa, do you still rock with your sons? Do you like wish them the best? I guess they're your twin boys. But no, like, yeah, they just did something stupid. Because in the grandpa mind, it might just been a play. Like in our mind, we're like, he could have been hurt. But in his mind, it might be like, we're just trying to get some money for this. You know, we needed it for the house or whatever. And we wasn't going to hurt him, of course. So he might believe that and be like, my kid just did something stupid. But I don't know. They can give it to the grandpa or something, right? He don't got to stay in CPS. It's still a good family, it seemed like.
This situation keeps on unfolding. Like I said, another arrest has been made in this surrounding people, or whatever you want to call it. Jamal White's mother has also been arrested on unrelated charges. It's just weird, man. All y'all starting to go to jail now. Why all of a sudden all y'all going to jail now? I'm telling you, man, they finna build up a case on all.
I think so too. Or the police know, like, they don't want to pay it in full situation where one of them go to their little kid and kill him to stop him from telling, which probably not going to be them. Who knows? People kill their kids all the time. So you can't even say she wouldn't have hurt him. Like, they're trying to get him so they know where he at, or intercept text message before somebody like, yo, we got to get rid of this kid.
Y'all, what y'all did played out in the eye of everyone. That went viral. Everyone seen
the fucking dumb twins. The only twins we know worse than the Island Boys.
always something like this. The family always involved in something. This always is some mess. Every time we get a chance to go mainstream, every time we go viral, like Carly, Russell, whatever you want to, it's always some BS in the mix.
I wouldn't say always, but the BS gets filtered to the top, man. Listen, I don't know what y'all thinking, Cave Dwellers. Like I say, he said there's always some BS. No, I see plenty of videos where people feeding the homeless, giving them apartments, paying 6 months rent, whatever you want. And they be like, why you doing that? Why you putting it online? Why you showing that, man? So y'all go share the fight videos and the World Star stuff and all the evil and somebody fighting and all that, but you won't go and look at the good deed, huh? Only evil spread, I guess. Goodness and being positive and being a good person, all the good in the way. I guess it just spread automatically. Huh? We should just know it. We see the evil and it spread. It is in the music and the movies and everything, but kids don't need to see the good. They just need to see the bad, right? And God will get them. God will get them. God would do it. Wait, maybe I didn't do it for God. Maybe I did it for my people. God sent us down here to fucking make the earth better and do good here, and maybe it will make it to heaven, right? So why you worry about what God would think of it in that way? Like, no, you're doing good. You shouldn't be thinking about God in that way. It should be, this is good and I know it's good and I'm doing it and it's from my heart. Not what would God think about me if I share this? No, what would other people think? Would it cause other people to do good? Would it cause a domino effect? If they see me, pass it on. Oh, you know what? I did see that guy. I did see Sal on YouTube. He did do something good. Now, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pass it on. How about that? Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Is all the parents going to jail? Should they be convicted just like regular people who kidnapped a child? Or should they be like seen differently because they the parents and they probably wasn't going to hurt them? How y'all think? What's too much? What y'all think? 10, 20 years? No years? 5 years for the mom? 5 years for the dad? 10 years for the brother or whatever? You think he gonna snitch? You think the twin brother gonna snitch on the other brother? Do they even need them to snitch? They're just gonna take both of them? It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Let's talk about it.